So recently I caught up with an old friend and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they have been...
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge.
So recently I caught up with an old friend and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they have been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, you know, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work, like, you know, they had a big house, they had nice things, like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced, and now, you know, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I fucking hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club, they just want to go to the bar, they just want to hang out, have a good time, and then that's it. She said, no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's gonna help take care of my kids. She's like,
So let me get this straight. She had the provider. She had the man working to give her and the kids a stable, secure life. And she threw it all away because she was bored? Then she enters the dating market thinking men are lined up to take care of another man's kids, and is shocked that most guys just want fun and no responsibility. This is the brutal reality of modern dating. Hypergamy tells her there's always something better. The what-if fantasy. But reality hits like a freight train, and suddenly Mr. Boring Provider doesn't look so boring anymore.
just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, you know, I can't even find nobody, and he just found someone so quick, and he didn't even want to give us another try, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was so confused because I was like, okay, so you divorced him because he was always working and you were bored. So now you are single, going out, having a good time, dating, but you don't like that. Now you want someone to take care of you, a provider. And your ex-husband, all he wanted to do was be a provider. That's why now he is dating someone who he has no problem providing for her and her kids. And she's pissed because she's like, why would he go and find someone who has kids? Like, he already has kids. Why would he want to take on that responsibility? And I'm like, wait, aren't you looking for someone to take on that responsibility? I was just giving her a hard time, not gonna lie, because it was kind of funny to me, because I was like, I could tell that she regretted her decision. I could tell. And I've seen a lot of people do shit like this where they get...
The ex-wife still feels entitled to him. Why is he happy? Why is he providing for someone else? Simple. Because she opted out. She cashed in a family for a few nights of freedom, and now wants the reward without the investment. This isn't just her story. This is the blueprint of 1,000 modern divorces. Regret hits when the consequences come due. Marriage isn't a movie. It's a mission. If you bail when it gets hard, don't cry when the ship sails. The cold truth: bored is not a reason to destroy a family. Let that sink in.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, You filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Ah, here we go again. Another woman filing for divorce thinking she's upgrading her life, and suddenly realizing that independence comes with silence, solitude, and cold nights. Notice the contradiction. She filed, she ended it, yet she's the one crying. Why? Because modern empowerment sold her a lie, that being alone is somehow equivalent to being free. But here's the truth she didn't see coming. Freedom without structure is chaos, and love without loyalty is just a fantasy. She says she never met anyone like him. She still loves him, but it wasn't enough, because feelings ruled over commitment. This is the modern tragedy. Men build, men provide, men commit. And women, bored by stability, chase excitement, only to beg for that same stability when it's gone. And the man? He didn't chase her. He moved on, silently, decisively. Men, don't ever let a woman's confusion become your chaos. She filed for divorce. Let her live with the result.
If this message made sense to you, like the video. Subscribe for more unfiltered logic. Emotions fade. Algorithms don't. Let them know you're still thinking.